Hi, I'm Jodie Cooper from Advanced Coaching Solutions, and today I just want to share with you a little bit about what my company does. Before we get into that, I want to tell you a little story. It was an opportunity I had in the year 2000 to go over to Papua New Guinea and walk the Kokoda Trail. Now you can imagine the challenge that was for me. So I decided that I was going to make the most of it. So every single day I trained and trained up and down the Sublime Point, which is in Ostamere, and it's literally straight up, straight down. It has 15 kilos on my back, and it was a huge effort that I put in. I decided that I was going to make that trek. And as we were flying in the plane from Port Moresby over to the centre at Kokoda, we flew over and I looked out of this tiny little window down to these huge mountains, and I looked at the track that we were actually going to be walking. And it dawned on me that I wasn't sure if I had what it took to walk that trail. And on the trail, it wasn't easy. It was one of the hardest things I've done in my entire life. And there was one day, the fourth day, when we went through this journey. We'd crossed through this huge river. We literally had a rope from one side to the other. With our packs on our backs, we'd just float down the river like little bobbing corks. So we're hanging onto this rope and pulling across the river. We came out the other side. We were absolutely exhausted. It was close to the end of the day. And we still had this huge mountain to get up. And as we started walking up this mountain, our boots were sore on our feet. Our shoulders were aching. We felt like we hadn't eaten for days because the food was just basically dehydrated rations. And we came up to this last hour and we walked through the mist, and it actually cleared. It was the most beautiful thing. And as we rose above and we walked through that mist, we heard the sound. I still recall it, the most beautiful sound. And it was the children from the village. They'd all come out and they were waiting for us at the end of this trail, singing their welcome song. And at that point, it all became worth it. The challenge that I'd gone through the day, it all amounted to that moment. And that's something that I cherish. It was never something that I could rely on the person behind me to push me up the hill. Our leader, Cole, he wasn't going to carry my pack. Even the training that I'd done before it, it all came down to my strength of character to get me through that day and to push and to keep trying and to keep making changes. I've built my company along those lines to give people the inner strength that they need to get through the challenges in their own lives. And essentially there's 4 elements to the company. The first is a life coaching aspect, to sit with people one-on-one and to facilitate the change that they need. Our slogan is tailored solutions for your success, and in life coaching that's so true. It's all about them and what they need. I also do executive coaching, working with organisations and getting a plan for individuals to help them maximise their day and maximise the return to the company. In executive coaching, we also focus on skills. So we'll do some role playing, and some training is another large element of it. The third element of our company is to work with school kids, and this is really close to my heart. I was lucky enough in year 10 to go and do a course to develop my own self, to find what motivated me, to build my own levels of confidence, and to truly understand who I was and what I stood for. And that program built me as a person. And now I'm going back into schools with a very similar program and helping kids in year 10 and 11 to find out who they are and give them the opportunities to truly believe in themselves. And the final element of the company is around public speaking, presentations and workshops. Now there's a number of presentations that I offer. The first is around passion, and there's some beautiful people in the world that I love to put on pedestals and model. People like Nelson Mandela, who's achieved so much. Gemma Sissia, who's built a school in Africa to help fight poverty through education. Bethany Hamilton. Her arm was taken by a shark, yet she's so passionate about surfing that she's back competing. All of my stories, all of my own experiences are woven into the presentation. Another presentation is around balance. And I guess we take a little bit of a different approach. Rather than walking into a workshop and saying, here's what we're going to do today, now go away, do that. We actually talk about balance from who we are and the choices that we make, rather than a list of things that we simply need to achieve. Another workshop that I do is around fundamentals of success, fundamentals of happiness, if you like. We talk about things along the lines of taking responsibility, how we perceive things, that failure doesn't exist, there's only feedback, as I'm sure you've learnt the lesson from Thomas Edison. Another presentation that I do is on confidence and motivation. And some of those people that we use in the passion presentation are brought into that because we truly have so many lessons to learn from them about how can we embrace our own levels of confidence and motivation to live our lives, to take our own lives to that next level and truly be inspirational to other people as well. The final talk I offer is on inspiration. What makes inspirational people? What's their inner strengths, their characteristics, and how can we model them? And that's really a feel-good type of presentation. Not only do you learn how to be inspired independently, but you also are inspired as a group. So I hope today there's something in there that's going to catch your eye or grab your attention. As I mentioned, 4 elements: the life coaching, executive coaching, the schools, and also the presenting. And now you've got my contact details, so please give me a call or drop me an email. Have a fantastic day.